So there are two sides to Adobe's business. I'll talk about the second. First, obviously, we have a great post-production business, and there's a lot that they're also doing around services. So Adobe announced a new offering called Anywhere that actually is collaborative video editing. So it's pretty amazing. You can stream and edit in real time. So if people are interested about that, I'm sure they can find out much more information on Adobe. And similarly, on the video distribution side, when you want to take that great video content that you've created and stream it over the internet to devices, we're also taking much more of a solutions approach. And really, this is very customer driven. In the early days of internet video, companies really needed technology. They needed technology to publish the content and play back the content. We're moving much more into a phase now where they need to solve their business problem of not only how do I get a piece of video content in front of a viewer, but how do I monetize that experience? How do I actually bring my television business online? And that really means that you need the video publishing, the analytics, and the advertising to work in unison so that you can not only build an audience, but actually effectively monetize your audience. So that's really why we're doing a lot more integration across the products and taking more of a solution approach to solve the next phase of internet video, if you will. So Project Primetime is an integrated video platform, and it integrates our strong history in video publishing and streaming and protecting content online with Omniture and Site Catalyst analytics, so being able to gather rich data about what people are watching, how they're engaging with your content, and then being able to translate that engagement to advertising decisions. So for example, a good example would be, don't show my first-time visitors an ad because I want to engage them for longer periods of time. That obviously translates into targeting and personalization as well. So if you know that someone is in the market for a car, you can make a different ad decision. Instead of showing them a commercial for soda, show them an ad for cars. So this really enables our customers to not only build audiences, but efficiently and effectively monetize that audience. And that's really what Project Primetime is all about. We are very strong believers and proponents of Dash. We think Dash is a really important piece of the puzzle. It's still a piece of the puzzle, but a very important piece. And one of the biggest challenges for content to come online, like if you really believe that TV should be available on any device and movie libraries should be available on any device, if there isn't a common file format, it's incredibly expensive to make that happen. So Dash as a common file format is a very important piece of this puzzle. Obviously, as I said before, publishing is still, it's a piece of it, right? So in addition to supporting Dash, we're not only looking at how we support that format in our clients, but how we support it with content protection and how we support it with advertising and how we support it with analytics. Because again, at the end of the day, you're talking about media businesses, not just technology companies that need kind of pieces of technology. So we're excited about Dash. I think hopefully we will get to a point in the next couple of years where there is a kind of common file format, and you'll see content kind of flow more easily online. But it's going to be not only because of the format, but also because people can make money when that content is in front of a viewer.
And next with the Flash ecosystem, how is that developing? Where might that be going?
Yep. So we are continue to support Flash. I mean, Flash is the predominant way that people watch video content online today, and we really don't see that changing. Some recent developments along Flash. So Microsoft is actually supporting Flash natively as part of IE10. So it's not even a plugin in IE anymore. It's actually natively part of the browser. That already is true for Chrome. So Flash will continue to have the broadest reach of certainly any video engine in the case of video on the web. However, we want to give customers options when it comes to building applications. One of those options is using Air, and in the case of NBC Sports, they've very successfully used Air as a mobile application framework for the Olympics. So both the iOS and Android experiences were completely driven by Air and with resounding success. But we also have customers that want to build native experiences or use HTML as their UI. And we also support that from an application development standpoint. And we have video player SDKs that can actually be used within native and HTML environments. So it basically gives you the best of both worlds, if you will, that you can continue to have a consistent video experience, consistent video analytics, video publishing, advertising, all those things that you need across devices, but have flexibility in terms of the UI choices that you're making. So we're firmly supporting Flash. We're also very much as a company invested in HTML, not only from a video perspective, but also through tooling like Edge, which is Adobe's new tooling to create HTML experiences, and also PhoneGap, which was used by the BBC for their mobile applications for the Olympics.
What is PhoneGap? Could you explain that?
PhoneGap basically enables you to create HTML applications across devices, right? So you can think of it as kind of, in some ways, the HTML equivalent to Air, if you will, where instead of having to write a native app for each platform, you can write an HTML experience that's more usable across different devices. But the UI is all HTML.